The Queen has retreated to her late husband's cottage sanctuary at Sandringham. Here's the heartbreaking reason behind her decision. The Queen has arrived at Sandringham today, but instead of staying in the main house, Her Majesty will head to Wood Farm, a modest property on the estate. In a touching tribute to Prince Philip and her father George VI, the Queen has chosen to travel from Windsor to Sandringham to mark her accession day on February 6. Here's why the Queen has chosen Sandringham to celebrate her 70 years of steadfast service. On February 6, 1952, the Queen's beloved father, King George VI, died at the age of 56. This meant that the young Princess Elizabeth ascended to the throne at the age of just 25. This year the Queen will mark 70 years of service, but instead of marking this huge milestone with public celebrations, Her Majesty has chosen the solace of her husband's woodland retreat to reflect upon her reign privately. The Queen has no doubt chosen Sandringham to pay tribute to both her husband and her father, as this Norfolk estate was close to both of their hearts. Sandringham was a favorite royal residence of George VI. He often retreated there when he was suffering from bad health. The king eventually died there, as did the Queen's grandfather George V, which makes the estate a fitting place for reflection for the Queen. Instead of opting for the opulence of the main house, the Queen has chosen to stay in her husband's humble cottage in the woods. This will be the first time that the Queen's will stay in the cottage without her husband by her side. Before the Queen traveled up to Norfolk, a palace insider told Mail Online, "Everything is being put in order for the Queen's visit. We've been told that she will stay at Wood Farm, rather than the main house, which is nice, as that always had a special place in his heart." When Philip retired from public duties in 2017 at the age of 95, Wood Farm became the place he called home. He enthusiastically renovated his retirement hole, installing a new kitchen and spending his days reading, writing and painting, the Mail Online reports. As she reflects on her rule, no doubt the comforts of her husband's retirement cottage will help her to feel close to him. When the Queen wasn't required to be in London for her royal duties, she would travel up Wood Farm to stay with her husband. According to royal insiders, staying in the cottage allowed the pair to live more like a normal couple than at any other point during her reign. The number of staff at the cottage would be kept to a minimum, with Prince Philip insisting that staff wore ordinary clothes and not their usual staff liveries. Mail Online reports that Wood Farm had a limited staff of just a page, housekeeper, chef and footman, allowing for ultimate privacy for the pair. Even though being Queen for 70 years may sound like a cause for celebration, the Queen's day of accession will be a poignant time for Her Majesty, as it will also mark the anniversary of her beloved father's death. The Queen has often recalled fond memories of her father, many of which were made at Sandringham. During family visits to Sandringham, the young princesses Elizabeth and Margaret would cycle around the 20,000-acre estate and accompany their mother and father in overseeing the harvest, not to mention the joyful Christmas holidays they would spend there.